Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's a fine interception. Short changes him with that pass. And here's Eto'o. He's having a hit! That's a fair try, but just off target.
He's getting an earful from his teammates, so we can assume he knows why.
Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. De Bruyne going face-to-face with his great rival. Bojan. Neymar. White just loves to go forward whenever he can. Look at the space here. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And he's intervened well there. De Bruyne. Eto'o is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. This might spell danger. Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly away here. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
De Bruyne!
There will be 1 minute
Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. And we've reached half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
today
at this stage.
Parking in the area around the stadium
So that
is
was the
strictly
first half,
forbidden.
and we will
Please
be
use
back with
parking
the second
provided by
half
the club
shortly.
or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Messi. Otto tries a cross. Ferdinand clears it away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There, it's Neymar! It's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Arsenal cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rijkaard. Here's Rodri. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played out wide. Ball in towards the middle. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Matches Cunha. Oh, that's fabulous. Rummenigge with the cross. Rodri clears. Neymar. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Messi. Matches Cunha.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Aimed at the far side.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Torres! Goal! Arsenal are level. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 4.
So we have movement on both
Rummenigge.
benches.
Number 20.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Matthias Cunha.
Well, at this stage, Peter,
Number
it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Number 19.
Great
Eto'o.
defending, strong and
Number
determined.
13. Messi.
David Villa.
Coming on the field.
Just 5
Number
minutes
11.
left.
Yamal. Number 21. Olise.
Well,
Number
that
7,
might be that, Peter.
De Bruyne.
Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Erling Haaland. Number 5, Hazard. Substitutions taking place.
Defence just
Will be
about
3
came out on
minutes
top,
at a
but they
time.
were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the... He's having a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. All hands on deck for this one. He's rising! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. That's at the end. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium,
welcome
and the
to
players on the
today's
pitch
match.
are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
And this is Luis Suarez. Cross to the back post. Corner given.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Shapes to shoot! Pirlo to take it as usual. And a header! Ronaldinho. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Ronaldinho, under an awful lot of pressure. Arsenal, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Silvestre got a long way forward to join the attack. And he cuts out the supply. Nakata works it forward. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Oh, that is a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
A first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Couch. Totti. He's got away. That's going across. Impressive jump! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Ronaldinho can so cleverly bypass the press. Rodri. He's a sharp little ball here. Ronaldinho aims beyond the defence.
2 added minutes
Silvestre.
has been indicated.
Driven in. Bullish header! It's in! They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a...
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Please
And that
join
ought
me
to
in
encourage
wishing
an
all
even
the best
more
for
ambitious
members of
approach
our
in this
fan
second
club
half, Peter,
celebrating
with
their
control
wedding
already
anniversary
established.
today.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Darwin Núñez.
Away we go again.
Coming on to replace him is...
I think it'll be
Number
fascinating
10,
to see how they're going to change their approach here.
Substitution
They
in
have to go
progress.
for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And this is Count. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through. Count. Now it's Totti. White has it out wide and it's getting up there. It's a goal. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Goal scorer for Arsenal. After 57
Arsenal
minutes
cut their
is
deficit and
number
look raring to go
17.
again.
Neymar.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And this is Count. Oh, that's fabulous.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Stam kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes short and sharp.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And it's Nakata. He is through here. That's a decent clearance. Oh, Ibrahimovic! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Barcelona go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Some good work on the right flank here. Van Basten. And it's Nakata. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against France.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel Van Belten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become the European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Short changes him with that pass. Chouameni, Fernandez. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well read, nice interception. Stojkovic. Fernandez. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. He's found the way, takes a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Makalele can get it clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Rooney. Platini. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get on the end of this? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Milan are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if...
Header! Goal! Milan! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rooney. Oh, well played, well played. And it's Dembele. And this is Rooney. Platini. De Bruyne. And it's Stojkovic. It's Xabi Alonso. Oh, this looks sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Drogba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shifted upfield. Spread to the right.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Hernandez. Dembele. Played out wide. Fernandez. He is through here. And this is Dembele. Oh, look, chance for a shot! It's in! France are back on level terms. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
There will be
France
1 minute at a
restore
time.
parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
France are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Dembele. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, super find. Makaleli. He won't be happy with that one. This is Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Makaleli threads one in. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution for Milan, number 8, Stojkovic. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Hades.
Milan with a free kick then.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
Platini! Oh, he's hit the bar! He went for the curler. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Shevchenko. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now he's running away. Forced to go back. And here's Fernandez. It's Rooney! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Rooney cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Memphis Depay.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? And he's there to belt it away. And this is De Bruyne. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And this is Rooney. And this is Shevchenko. Rooney. Shevchenko. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ball looks a good one. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, he's seen that early. And that signals the end. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a win. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Number 9.
Pescara gain their reward with an early goal. David Neres. He'll try from distance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Thumps it clear. And that was nowhere near his best. Pescara are looking to go forward now. And here's Rooney. And it's Rooney. It's Rooney! Cleared without hesitation. spread it left. Hangs one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Rooney. Lovely, but he's going for goal! He's got a goal! France are back on level terms. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Number 18, Wayne Rooney!
France restore parity.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
And this is Insigne. They're urging him to shoot. And he's quick to get rid. And they're back on the ball again. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Half an hour played now. That's destined for the flank. Rooney gets flagged offside. Nicely weighted ball. Upamecano, Pacho, Conte, tries to pass it through. And that's a goal kick. Five minutes till the break. David Neres. Oh, and he shoots! Superb goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Number 18, Wayne Rooney!
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was
There'll be
coming. There was a
3
clear
minutes added
increase
time.
in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Conte. And it's Rooney. Looking for the run. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are
And a quick
looking
reminder
pretty
today
rosy.
that parking in the area around
And
the
we are
stadium
up
is
to the
strictly
break.
forbidden.
Well, I can
Please
tell
use
you it's
parking
been an
provided by the
absolutely
club or any
fantastic
other
watch,
paid
Peter.
parking
I wish I
facilities
could
in
come
the
here
area.
every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
France are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. Away we go again. Rooney, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. And here's chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Flashes, and another try! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Rooney certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He shifted it to the flank. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! And it's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Number 18.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
It's a good run down the right, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neres receives it in a good position here.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And it's made its way to him. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field. Number 13. Coming
So the
on to
manager can
replace
make a
him
change
is
for the first time in the
number
game
10.
here.
Substitutions taking place.
France have the chance to go the other way. Alexander-Arnold. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's a sharp pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? Shoots! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Alexander-Arnold. Rooney looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally...
Can he finish? And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Number 11.
So here comes the substitution.
Lorenzo Insigne. Coming on the field.
Towering header!
Number 74.
He will be
Number
livid with
17.
himself. Five minutes left on the clock. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Chouameni. And it's Rooney. Messi. And the through ball. Picked out. And the finish! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Sajut. Played out wide. Aimed at the far side. It's a goal kick. And that is the final whistle. France have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Against Brazil.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, one of the most talked about defenders is this fella, Alphonso Davies, hailing from Canada, which is not exactly a country known for its football, but proving a huge hit after his venture into Europe. In fact, just about everything about him is unconventional, playing style and career path.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Rooney. In with the challenge. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And here's Rooney. Rooney! No, just not quite.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Quarter of an hour played. And no, that was never going to make it. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Davis. France have it back and can go again. Rooney, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. The ball goes in. Oh, great leap! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Dembele is offering a right smile there.
Neymar running with the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Steve, it's Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Forlan plays it short, and he was alert to it. Upamecano can clear it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out of play for a throw. And he cuts out the supply. Xavi Alonso. It's a good run, this. One that is high in energy. Delivers with whip. Tacho gets it away. Jupe. And the pass is intercepted. No, that's been intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So, a temporary halt to the action. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Tchouaméni does well to get it back. Looking for the run. That's a nicely shaped ball. Takes a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Substitution for France, number 24.
It's their second corner of the game.
Number 22, Eduardo Camavinga. Number 9, Chouameni. Coming on the field, number 11.
And it's been taken
Messi.
short.
Number 10, Fermin. Number
France
2,
have the
Yamal.
chance to go the other way. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And it's Lopez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. It's Neymar! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Fernandez. It's a promising position. Yamal's cross. That's a decent clearance. Into the last quarter of an hour. Neymar. Time and again they are repelled. Can he get it through? And the shot's on here. Just a big chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Messi really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Substitution for France, number 7, Dembele.
So changes afoot
Number
here,
6,
and from both sides.
Fernandez. Coming on the field, number 23, Shevchenko. Number 19,
And it's Neymar.
Conte.
Scholes.
Substitutions taking place.
Lovely, now then. Neymar! And he hits the net. Do not write them off. Back they come.
The goal scorer for Brazil after 83 minutes is...
So they have it all to do again.
Neymar.
Brazil really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Scholes. Scholes charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff. He's having a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
He's found a way through. He's cut it out.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Driving through the middle. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. It's anyone's ball now. So we're still where we started right now. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And here's Yamal. That's good play. And this is Batistuta! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good climb! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Aimed beyond the defence. Gives it back. Now, can they get him away? Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Kimmich. In towards the back stick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's been drilled in. Well, and the referee says that is that for the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving
That
in
just
an
about
inappropriate
sorts out
manner
the
will be
first
removed.
45
Thank you very
minutes,
much for your
and we'll be back with the second very soon. Down to business again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And it's Rooney. Oh, he's having a go! And it's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Fernandez. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Looking for the run. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Substitution for France. Number 24.
So time for
Mbappe.
change, and this
Number
one has been on the
22,
cards for a little while.
Eduardo Camavinga.
Well, that has changed
Coming
the
on the
dynamic
field.
somewhat.
Number
Well, this is
11,
nothing less than they
Messi.
deserve, Peter.
Number
They're in the
10,
driving seat now.
Fermin.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he can thump it away. And here's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a look up and delivers.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Pass somewhat off target. Lovely, now then. Oh, super ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? And the shot! It's loose, and it's come back out to him. It goes to show he is human after all. Chouameni. And here's Rooney. Messi.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, good take in a good area. Shoots! And that's a sharp finish. And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
O'Shea kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nice looking ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Bale! He went for the curler. Stood up well to him there. And this is Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's good vision. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Pele. And he is dashing away. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. And he thumps it clear. France still without a single shot on target. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great ball, counts! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, good effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
So, third corner of the game. Chouameni tries to clear. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That was superb goalkeeping!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Tacho clears. France. He's having a hit! He's having a pop! Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Rijkaard can get it clear. Looking for the run. He is through here. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. This possibly the last play of the half. He leaps for it, and again, and that's a tiny finish. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only 2, and that is indeed the final act. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think
And a
either
quick
side will
reminder
have
today
too much
that
to
parking in the
complain
area
about or
around the
worry
stadium
about,
is
Peter.
strictly forbidden.
1-1 is a
Please
fair
use
reflection
parking
of the
provided
game
by the
so
club
far.
or any other
So it'll be
paid parking
fascinating to
facilities
see
in the area.
how both teams go
Substitution
about
for
trying to
France.
establish a little
Number
more control
7,
in this second half.
Dembele.
And it has
Number
been
9,
tight, it's been competitive.
Chouameni.
Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is
Messi.
1-1.
Number 10,
Second
Bellingham.
half is up and running. Aguero, Pelé, looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a fine interception. Shevchenko dominates aerially so often. And it's Messi. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. France come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Pelé! It's Pelé! Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Bale is behind this one.
Yeah, and a heart-and-mouth time for the culprit, who may well regret his transgression.
Bale! What a save by David Raya! Now, who's going to be first to this? Tacho gets it away. That is a brilliant interception. Shevchenko. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Donatoni. Hoisted in. Pelé! And he has kept it out somehow.
Pelé really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pelé He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Aguero. Has crossed into the middle. Zanetti is there and he can pick it up. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. A probing pass. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he cuts out the supply. Looking to play him in. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he hits the net. And they've got their lead back. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for France, number 23.
So we have
Shevchenko.
movement on both benches.
Coming on to replace him is
Palestine
number
with the lead.
24.
It's so often the case with goal scorers,
Substitutions
little
taking place.
influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
France could be just about done here.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
That looks a cracking ball. And this is Vieri. And he's there to get it away. Real chance! And he's stuck it away. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength
After
now.
88 minutes is
Another moment of
9.
magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't
That could spell trouble. He might be, he's had a shot! And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And a chance! And that is a truly outstanding save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so...